Hello to my Reflector friends and welcome to your energy type video for the 1 week Live Your Human Design Challenge. Now, if you are coming to this video at another time and have not heard of this challenge, no worries. There's a link down in the description box. It's free. Go right ahead and jump into the challenge to better incorporate your human design into your daily life. And if you want to just watch this video and get to know yourself as a reflector or a reflector in your life, stick around, keep watching. This is also a standalone video. We are going to be getting into the energy type, as well as the strategy, the not self theme, and the signature, when you know that you are out of a flow with your energy and when you know that you are in flow with your energy. As we jump into this, remember that there is nothing right or wrong, nothing good or bad, nothing better or worse. There is no hierarchy of energy types. Each and every one of us has a unique way of showing up into our life, utilizing our energy, and that creates our own version of success. So let's get into what it means to be a reflector. Reflectors are distinguished by having no energy centers defined. So there might be some gates that are defined in the chart, but there are no centers that are defined. You are a reflection of the environment, the people, and those around you, the world that you are in. So you might feel a little bit more. You might also notice that you take on or relate to a certain way of being, a certain level of who is in your space, and that's okay. It's also important for reflectors to spend time on your own, to just allow yourself to clear the energy of others, to clear the expectations, to clear how their energy flows, what their energetic patterns are, and allow yourself to be in your own space, to be in your own way. Now, because reflectors are clear, you may, if you are surrounded by generators, you may behave more like a generator. If you are surrounded by manifestors, you may behave more like a manifestor. Depending on the transits that are going through your chart, you may have different moments where you feel a different way. So for reflectors, it's not about who you are, it's about allowing yourself to move through the experiences and notice what feels good and notice where you are not feeling so good, because it's likely that you are reflecting the environment or the people around you. Which means that when a reflector is in an environment or around people who are happy and healthy and joyful, the reflector is happy and healthy and joyful. When the reflector is around people who are attached and craving and diminished and angry and challenged and feeling that dark energy, that reflector is going to feel that impact as well. So for reflectors, feeling good and joyful and being aware of how you experience those around you and your surroundings, and being in a space where they are feeling good and you are feeling good, is where your energy is the best. It's not to say that it's not important for you to maybe be around someone who isn't feeling so good. But recognize if you have the capacity to take that on, to be with them. You're not taking it on, to be with them or to be in that environment and help to help them or help to help that environment recognize that they are unhealthy. But it's not your purpose, it's not your responsibility to help everyone else. It's important for you to potentially reflect that, but you don't need to take it on. It's not yours. You can recognize it, you can say it, you can speak it, but it is not yours to take on. So again, for reflectors, giving yourself time and space away from others' energies and in environments that you feel really good, do that. Give yourself time and space to clear others' energies and come back to that neutrality of the openness that you have as a reflector. And notice and be around people who make you feel good, joyful, playful, alive, expressive. Be in those spaces. And it doesn't matter if that's with and around and manifesting your energy as whatever other type, as long as it is enlightening, enlivening, joyful, and happy and healthy. So the strategy for reflectors is to wait a lunar cycle, or to test out through the lunar cycle, to test through the phases, through the transits, because as you experience life, you will test things out from different perspectives, from different experiences, from different ways of being, from different energies, because you are so open. Now, that means that sometimes you might not be ready to commit to something. You might not be ready to express something. You might not be ready. And let's be honest, sometimes we need to. Sometimes we think we need to and we don't, but sometimes we do want to speak up in a moment. So one of the strategies for testing through a lunar cycle is to know and to tune into kind of how you feel in each phase of a lunar cycle for a few months, a year. Test it out, try it on, see if there are patterns, see if there is ways that you recognize how you react and how you interact with other environments and other energies through that lunar cycle. And then that way, if you need to make some type of move that isn't allowing that whole lunar cycle to process, you can notice where you are in the transit, and you can notice what you're feeling in that moment and take an educated step, an educated action, so that you are empowered to make those decisions for you as you need them, as you're ready to make them. So it might take a little bit to gather that information, to gather that detail, and it then empowers you in the future. So because reflectors truly do that, reflect the world around them, it is disappointing to be in a space and in an energy where people are down, where people are upset. It's sad. It is disconcerting. It's disheartening to be in those environments. When you see someone's potential because you are a reflection of their truest self, and when you can see their potential and they are just not there, you may feel that not self theme of disappointment. And so recognize where you are, who you're with, what experiences you're having. You may have gone along for a ride with some people, and then all of a sudden, wherever that ride is led to is disappointing to you. Notice if there was something along the way where you started to feel out of sorts, and that could have triggered you being out of alignment, taking steps in a place that is out of alignment with what is correct for you. So disappointment is your cue. It is your not self theme that it's time to reassess and realign. Because your signature, when you know that you are on the right path, when you are in the right place with the right people, is delight. Life is happy and joyous and full of life and energy and aliveness. And you delight in being in the energy of those who are in their energy. And so when you feel that delight and recognize in your life, where is there delight? Where is there that joyousness? And follow that. Do that. Be with those people. Be in the energies that you feel alive and delighted with life.